What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so, man, they say the feds finally reveals what they found in Diddy's hidden cell. This guy, Diddy, he keeps it going. He keeps digging the hole for himself, bro. He's a mess, bro. But we're going to find out what they're talking about. Spicy.
We now know what the feds found in Diddy's jail cell, and let me tell you, it is nasty. So nasty that his lawyers tried hard to block it under some legal confidentiality bullcrap, and they actually succeeded. The judge ordered the feds to destroy the evidence and said it can't be used against Diddy. Why? Well, that's part of the tea, and I'm gonna break it down. Because why else do y'all think that same legal team has been working overtime trying to secure his release, throwing out a $50 million bond proposal that included private security, restricted communication, and even a house arrest situation? Sounds airtight, right? Nah, the prosecution wasn't having it. They painted Diddy as a flight risk and a danger to witnesses, citing his wealth and power as tools he could use to manipulate the case. And that is exactly what he did based on.
Now, we all know that Diddy did get denied bond 3 times. For everybody who didn't know that, 3 times he was denied bond because they say he's a flight risk.
What those same prosecutors found in his jail cell. Crazy thing was that Diddy's legal team got caught lacking in the courtroom when they saw the evidence the prosecution got their hands on. And if they didn't move fast to block it, if the judge didn't order the feds to burn it, it would have dug a ditch in Diddy's case just before hearing. And that's why when the third bail hearing came, the whole proceeding started looking hella suspicious. Judge Aaron Subramanian, that's the dude who's presiding over Diddy's case. The man raised eyebrows in the courtroom when he started talking about alternatives to keeping Diddy locked up. Like this judge was allegedly talking nicely to Diddy's lawyers, he was hearing them out and even asked Diddy's team if they had a safe location in New York where he could stay under heavy monitoring. Folks in the courtroom started whispering like, is this judge Diddy's homie or what? Now listen, y'all gotta understand that before this judge Aaron dude, there had been 2 other judges that had already denied Diddy bail without breaking a sweat. And it wasn't so hard. Diddy was considered a flight risk. The man had already called one witness 58 times in 7 days, and some witnesses were going Jane Doe because they was terrified of a man that was behind bars under the feds' custody. A man that it turned out was still powerful enough for the feds to conduct a sweep of his cell and find a paper that had a list of items that left them shocked. That's the Diddy that the first 2 judges denied bail, and it has not even been a month. So what changed? Why was this Judge Aaron seeing things differently? Why was he suddenly entertaining the idea of private security and supervised freedom when we all know that's pretty much giving the diddler a free pass to do whatever the heck he wants? If y'all see where my suspicion's coming from, then y'all are on the right track. But let me do you one better and raise the stakes a little higher for y'all. This list that the feds found in Diddy's cell came after the first 2 bails was denied. So those first 2 judges didn't even know that Diddy was on demon time behind jail when they said, nah, this homie ain't straight enough for outdoor supervision. And that's why the streets are already saying Diddy's money's talking louder than the evidence. But that's all alleged, of course. Don't quote me. What we should do is look at what the feds found when they swept the cells at the Metropolitan Detention Center. They claimed it was a routine anti-violence measure to remove weapons and contraband. But somehow, during this routine search, they stumbled upon 19 pages of handwritten notes in Diddy's cell. And child, those papers allegedly got enough drama to make a Netflix.
19 pages. Bro, this guy right here, bro, and he called an alleged victim 58 times, and it says 4 or 7 days. 58 phone calls. Bro, I know he was a monster, but dang.
Documentary. The papers contain to-do lists, seemingly innocent, but when combined with other findings, they raise questions about his plans behind bars. Inspirational quotes, because who doesn't need a little motivation in jail? Birthday notes, again harmless on the surface, but wait for it. References to witnesses. This is where things get sticky. Prosecutors allege some notes discuss payments and finding dirt on witnesses, but he's done that before, so nothing new, right? Well, he also had plans to influence the case. Allegedly, the notes outline strategies to sway public opinion opinion and taunt the jury pool. You know, moments like these just make you understand how Diddy wasn't playing when he created the bad boy label. Like, he meant every letter in the word bad. The man is a super villain, evil billionaire who knows how to put those dollars to good use. Because this ain't no grocery list. This is next level stuff. And he's a media mogul, so this shouldn't be too surprising. But it's the kind of indicting evidence that should signal to any judge that this man should not see the sun except through prison windows. But there's a wrinkle, and I hate to say this, but it turns out that the way the prosecution got their hands on the evidence ain't really legal. Like, it ain't criminal, but at the same time, it ain't the type of material that they can use in court. And that's why Diddy's lawyers was crashing on the matter. They claimed those papers the feds found and handed over to the prosecution was protected by attorney-client privilege because they were part of his trial prep. Convenient. Diddy's lawyers then accused the government of pulling a fast one by sneaking a peek at confidential materials that outline potential witnesses and defense strategies. According to them, the feds might have jeopardized the whole case by crossing this line. And that's where I kind of got my eyes at the side of my head because, child, you can't tell me they didn't know that this kind of issues will pop up. Like, I'm smelling fish on both sides of the courtroom. Are these prosecutors working with the feds and Diddy's lawyers to destroy this case and set Diddy free? I'm a legend, folks. Don't quote me, but it's happening too conveniently. Like, why would the feds raid Diddy's cell and hand over evidence they know could undermine the case to the prosecutors?
Thanks.
And why would the prosecutors take evidence like that and not declare it to the defense first? Now, to be fair, the prosecution themselves wasn't backing down. They said the papers were reviewed by independent government lawyers to make sure nothing privileged was used against him. This was the prosecutor's defense. But it just looks bad. Looks like Diddy is pulling strings from behind bars, trying to taint the jury pool and silence potential witnesses, and now playing both the defense and prosecution. If any of what I just said is even remotely true, this man ain't just bold. He's out here playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. And y'all can see those moves not only in the judge's handling of the case, but in the way Diddy's lawyers been talking. His main counsel was reportedly pissed off at the prosecutors. The man straight up called the prosecution's method a complete government failure, saying the prosecution now knows exactly who the defense might call as witnesses. They accused the feds of weaponizing the materials to block Diddy's $50 million bail proposal and ruin his chances at a fair trial. Y'all sense the confusion they creating? Like, I know Diddy committed a lot, but this situation ain't that complicated. It's a crime and punishment type situation, you feel me? Unfortunately though, it worked because a judge ordered the feds to destroy those papers and told the prosecutors that they would not be able to use the evidence against Diddy. And maybe that's why the judge looked like he wants to give the defense a bone or something with the bail situation. I don't know. Maybe the reason he's going easy on Diddy is because they are trying to prevent the potential blowback from the raid. Because if Diddy's team can prove the feds violated attorney-client privilege, it could flip the script in his favor. But if the judge lets him out and those notes turn out to be as real as the prosecution claims, Diddy might just have the last laugh. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think the feds were out of pocket for the raids they did, or was it fair game? And what do y'all think about what they found? If Diddy gets bailed, will he start going after witnesses and the jury, or is he gonna play by the book for once in his life? Tell me what you think.
Man, this guy Diddy, boy. I think it seemed like they may be all on payroll. It seemed like they should know the legal actions to take with the paperwork that was in his cell. They should know not to violate certain rights. But maybe it was done on purpose so that Diddy can get some leverage in this case. Now, this is crazy, bro. Diddy got enough money, of course, to pay off a lot of people, but denied bond 3 times. Now everything is getting fishy. This is crazy, bro. Diddy might come home, bro. You never know. He just might make it out. I've never seen or heard nothing like it before, but he might just make it out, bro, because of the violations by the feds in the jail cell and the papers. Man, that's crazy. If Diddy come home after all this, bro, it'll be one of the biggest releases ever. I ain't gonna say ever, but it'll be a very big release. Man, that's crazy. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna keep up with this Diddy court case. And I'm gonna make sure I keep y'all up to date with the new information that I find out. But we gonna have to just sit back and watch now. Like they say, Diddy is playing chess and not checkers. You can't take him lightly. When he said he was a bad boy, he really meant he was a bad boy.